Hey, we're back and we're going to read Psalms 18. Not 118, but Psalms 18. Take away 100. Let's see what we find. Psalms 118 says, The Sovereign Savior. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spoke to the Lord with words of song on the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress, and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. The pangs of death surrounded me, and the floods of the ungodliness made me afraid. The sorrow of Sheol surrounded me. The snares of death comforted me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried out to my God. He heard my voice from his temple, and my cry came before him, even in his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of the hills also quaked and were shaken, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and devouring fire from his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down with darkness under his feet. He rode upon the cherub and flew. He flew upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His canopy around him was dark waters, and thick clouds of skies. From the brightness before him, his thick clouds passed with hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. He sent out his arrows and scattered the foe, lightning in the abundance. He vanquished them. Then the channels of the seas were seen. The foundations of the world were uncovered. At the rebuke of the Lord, at the blast of the breath of your nostrils, he sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, from those who hated me, for they were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He also brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands. He recompensed me, for I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also blameless before him, and I kept myself from my iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands in his sight. With the merciful you will show yourself merciful. With the blameless man you will show yourself blameless. With the pure you will show yourself pure, and with the devious you will show yourself shrewd. For you will save the humble people, but you will bring down haughty looks. For you will light my lamp. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. By you I can run against the troop. By my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust in him. For who is God except the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? Is it God who arms me with strength it is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer, and sets me on the high places. He teaches my hands to make war, so that my arm can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me the shield of your salvation. Your right hand has held me up. Your gentleness has made me great. You enlarged my path under me, so my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back again till they were destroyed. I have wounded them so they couldn't. I have wounded them so that they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet. For you have armed me with strength for battle. You have subdued under those who rose up against me. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies, so that I destroyed those who hated me. They cried out, but there was none to save, even to the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as the dust before the wind. I cast them out like dirt in the streets. You have delivered me from my You have delivered me from the striving of the people. You have made me the head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey me. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their hidden hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God who avenges me and subdues the people under me. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me up above those who raise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. Great deliverance he gives to his king, and shows mercy to his anointed, to David and his descendants forever. Alright, why is the Bible showing such language, such depiction of God? Well, you got to realize, the writer David is talking about how God delivered him from a very dark place, a terrible time in his life, where his enemies were at his throat. And David, who did not raise his hand against his enemies, but God took care of them. And David trusted in the Lord, and is now rejoicing that God did a mighty work. And for us, we can recognize that God will go to all extent to deliver us from our trouble if we are blameless before His sight. If we be obedient to His word and be blameless before His sight, He will not let anything be hold them back from delivering us. And that's something that we can trust. I know it's not the depiction of God that we always imagine, of Him being loving and everything, but it's because of His love, like a mother bear, to run to charge forward to the protection of His children. Alright, thank you for joining me for Psalms 18 this time. Alright, be blessed.